These are the ingredients for my pineapple pound cake. Okay. As you can see, I am not using swans in this pound cake. I have chosen to use Pillsbury soft as silk cake flour, and we're going to see how this cake flour turns out with this particular pound cake.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Diane's Decorating and More. Today I would like to say thank you to every one of you who have joined me here on my channel, and hope you have enjoyed the things that you've been seeing here on the channel. And I want to send a shout out to several of those who have commented and given me applause for sharing my recipes. I enjoy doing this. This is what I enjoy doing, and I hope you enjoy those. Please share with your friends, share with families, members, and share with co-workers. Share with anyone you want to share that may enjoy the channel and benefit from the things that I put on the channel here. Thank you again for visiting here on the channel, Diane's Decorating and More. I truly hope that you will stick around and continue to show your support. And to all of the new subscribers, thank you for stopping by the channel. I hope you will enjoy the videos as well. And stay tuned. I'm sure you'll be enjoying all of the videos as well that you get a chance to see. Okay? So without further ado, we're going to get started on today's cake that I'm going to be sharing with everyone. And it is a pineapple supreme pound cake. This request comes from my brother-in-law. He had put in his request about a week ago, and I told him as soon as I could I would get around to it. I would definitely make him this pound cake. So as you can see, I gave you a snapshot of all the ingredients already, so I don't want to make this video too long. I want to go ahead and get started and start showing you as I go through what I'll be doing. I won't try to talk over the mixer simply because it's hard to hear, and I don't want to make the video too long. So what I've already done is I have put my flour, okay, in here, the cake flour, and the dry ingredients, which is the baking powder, okay, and also I have put in here the salt, okay, and I did sift it, even though it says on the back of the box for the cake flour you don't have to. When you add those other elements of dry ingredients in there, I advise you to sift it all together. It doesn't hurt, it helps I believe to combine everything. Alright, so let's see what else I want to say. With the buttermilk that I use in the pound cake, sometimes I'll go ahead and put the essence or extracts in there as well, but for this one I'm going to be pouring it in there, so you'll get a chance to see how I do that and to stir it in and things like that. So without any further ado, we have already see, I've already put the butter in the mixer here, and I'm going to shift the camera so you can be focused on that. Okay, all right, let's see here, let's go and get this down. All right, there we go. All right, so now we already have two of the sticks in there, and this is the third stick. of butter that I'll be putting in here. Okay. All right. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to let the 3 sticks of butter whip for about, I would say, just until it gets fluffy, which usually takes about 10 minutes, okay? And then while that's doing that, I will come back just about at the end of that time and begin to add the sugar in, okay? And we'll proceed from there. And while that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get our oven preheated to 325, so everything will be ready while this is being done here at this point. Okay. I'm going to set it here on the highest speed. Been reading now for a good few minutes, so we're going to go ahead and start adding our sugar in there. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so it doesn't splash all over the place here. To about, yeah, that's about it right there. And I'm going to stop it for a second and just scrape down the sides of the bowl as well. Make sure all of this is the second time I'm scraping down the sides here. Alright. And as you can see, it is whipped to a good consistency there. Alright. So that's exactly what we want to see. You want to see that right there. That's what you want to see. Okay? Yes, that's what you want to see. Alright. Alright, so got it there. Gonna go ahead and start adding our sugar in now. It's gonna whip until all the sugar is incorporated into the butter as well. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Okay. All right. Just add a little bit at a time there. This is going to be 3 cups of sugar, okay? And I'll put all of this into the comments in the video section, so you'll know exactly what amount to add to the pound cake. Okay, so that's 2. Our 3 cups. Okay. Stop it right there and scrape it down, and then I'm going to turn it back on and let it do the full mixing of the sugar for a few more minutes there. Say another good 10 minutes on this part here. Because it took about 8 minutes to whip it up, the butter to the fluffy stage. Now that I've added the sugar, I'll let it continue to do its thing there. We'll come back and we'll add our eggs in one at a time. All right. From there as well, while I'm at it. All right. Okay, great. All right. Okay. Okay, so now we're at the part where we're going to be adding our eggs one at a time. And as you know, I'm not going to waste too much of your time letting you see me do this one egg at a time, actually, because we've already, showed you in previous videos how we add one egg at a time. So what I will show you is the beginning and the end, okay? And that way you'll get a chance to see how much time lapse in between each egg as I add it, okay? All right, so we're gonna get this back in here. All right. I'm gonna put that on about 2. Yeah, 2 would be good. That way it won't splash all over the place. Just until it's well incorporated into the butter and the sugar. Okay. Okay. So that's about the length of time between each time that you would add your egg in there. Okay. Okay, now we're at the point where I did come back and I want to show you exactly how I put the essence or extracts into the milk, okay? And for this, you're just going to add 1 teaspoon of extract per flavoring, okay, or per extract. This is the butter. And believe me, 1 teaspoon is a lot. I used to always think that 1 teaspoon wasn't enough, but when I started really getting into baking, I noticed just how much a teaspoon was when it came down to flavoring, that is. And this is the almond extract. Okay. Set this to the side. And last but certainly not least is our vanilla. Quick little stir. So mix that inside the milk really well. Alright, now we're going to get started on adding our dry ingredients and our liquid ingredients. We're going to alternate, starting with the dry and ending with the dry as well. Okay. It's gonna be thick, but don't worry about that. It'll pan out at the end. And I'll give you a close-up shot of this as well while it's doing this. Okay. From this side so you get a chance to see. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Give you a better view there. Okay. A little bit more there. It out of there. It has all the essences in there, so you want to make sure you get all of that out. All right. Just going to stop it and scrape down the sides there, because that's what I like to do, is bring it to a complete stop and do it. Some people, they stick their spatulas in there and do it, and that's fine. Me, I like to stop and just, that way I get a chance to look at the batter and see just how it's coming along too. Okay, all right. Few more turns there, for another 3 minutes, because you don't want to over mix it. Okay. Right. Okay, so now I'm going to show you exactly how we take the pineapple, crushed pineapple here, drained crushed pineapple. You have to drain it. Make sure you drain it as much as possible. Press, press, press as much of the liquid out as you can. Okay. All right, you're going to take the pineapple here, okay, and just fold that in. Okay, I'm not going to mix it with the mixer. I'm just going to fold that in by hand. Okay, again, fold. You want to fold it in. Okay, hope you can see this. See if I can get a little closer there. Okay, just going to fold it in like that. Okay, just fold it in. Right? Fold it. Okay, just until you can get it well fold it into the batter. Okay, this is the way my mom used to do her cakes, so standing around watching her fold these type of things with her hand, and I mean she would fold and fold and fold. Of course they didn't have the mixers that we have today, these big hefty ones like this. You know, all they had was their hands basically. You know, some of the little handheld ones, electric ones that you've seen in my previous videos, they had those, but those didn't come along until after you know, we were a pretty good size ourselves. So yeah. Alright, so we got that folded in really well. So I like what I see. Okay, I can see some of the bits throughout the batter. That's pretty much what I want to achieve there. Okay, show you guys something. This, as you can see, has been sprayed, right? And I'm using this type of cake pan. I'm not using the bunt. Okay? My experience is that when you have fruit or any type of nuts, or particular morsel fruit inside of a cake, it works better with this type of cake pan. Okay? That's my experience. I don't know why. It's just, that's my experience, okay? But I find that it works better with that. The cakes turn out better. So we'll see how this works. I'm trying a different flour. I'm trying the Softer Silk cake flour by Pillsbury. I'm not trying Swans. Okay? I want to try something different. So we'll see how all of these things turn out, okay? Alright, so now we're going to, you can see it from there. Okay. I'm just gonna pour it like that. How about that? Okay. Just move it around like that. Okay. Alright. As you can see, I'm just turning the pan here. I want to make sure you guys got a chance to see how I'm doing that. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit. Around like so. You can see that, right? Okay. Just pushing it out from the center there. Making sure we get everything even as much as possible. Kind of like shimmy it a little bit. All right. Okay. Place this in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes, and we're going to check it at 325. Okay? Okay. We are back now. I'm going to show you how I make the icing for the top of the Pineapple Supreme pound cake. Okay, I have taken 2 cups right there of powdered sugar. Okay, I'm going to mix that with 2 tablespoons of butter, melted butter there. Okay. All right. And we'll start with a clean spoon there. I'm just going to mix that in. And the juice, as I said before, from the pineapple, crushed pineapple, you add that in slowly, okay? You don't want to put too much in, okay? Because you can always add, but you cannot take it out once you put it in there, okay? So just do it slowly. This is the slow part. You take your time. Top full of the pineapple, you see that pineapple essence in there, that particular brand, if you have that where you stay, okay? So I'm just gonna add a top of it in there, which is probably, I would say about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay. This is it's the oil base, really thick, really high potency extract, so you don't need a lot of that. Okay, so yeah, thin this out a little bit more. A little bit more of that pineapple juice in there. I'm going to pour half and half. Half of the frosting in here and half in here. I'm going to take half of it. Okay. I'm going to leave white. Okay. And the other half. Not, I'll add a little bit more to it. It's okay. And I'm going to add a few drops of yellow coloring, okay, to 1/2 of it. All right. Three drops. Let's see what that do. Okay. First set here. Oh wow. Okay, if you can see that. Can you see that? See how yellow that is? That is true yellow, okay? And I'm going to show you at the end what exactly I'm going to do with this frosting. Okay, for our cake once it comes out of the oven. All right. Okay, this is what it looks like fresh out of the oven here. So we're gonna give it a few minutes to cool off before we flip it over onto the cooling rack. And then we'll come back and let you take a look at it. Okay, the cake now has cooled off and we're now getting ready to put the icing on. I wanted to capture that for you guys so that you see exactly what it looks like as I put the icing on top. Okay, I did show you earlier in the video how I made the white icing here. Okay, and I made the yellow also, represent the color of the pineapple, of course. So what we're going to do now is just pour the icing over the cake here. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Alright, always like to start like in a circle here, and it is very, very thick, just like I like it for most of my cakes there. Okay, just kind of like let it run over the sides on its own. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Let me get a knife right quick here. And over here on standby. Okay. So you can see it's kind of dripping down the sides. Like that. Okay. And a close-up shot of that. Okay. It's dripping down on the sides, just like that. All the way around. Okay. Then we're going to go back. We're going to put the yellow on. This time I'm going to zigzag it. Okay? It's back so you can see. And the color, hopefully the camera gives it justice for you guys, where you can actually get a chance to see. And I'm going to pick up the camera and bring it over so you can actually see what's happening here. Okay? To the cake. Alright. Stop with that. I had a few sprinkles of the pineapple left over that I let dry out a little bit. So I'm just going to top that on top of there. I'm going to take the camera and let you all see exactly what it looks like. All the way around. There. Okay. Alright. That gives us some type of justice there. Alright, and off in there. Just to see that as well. Back around this side. And you can see that as well. Alright. So that's about it, guys. Just a little slither. Okay. Just so you can see what it looks like inside. Okay. Let's see if I can get this up out of here. Okay, you see that? Lay it over here. So now we're gonna taste this cake, all right? Make sure I get some of this ice in here. Yes, this is moist. I can taste the pineapple. And the icing, oh my God. Putting that pineapple extract that I used in there. Oh yes. That sealed the deal. I'm adding the pineapple in the cake. Oh yes. That did it. That did it. I tell you guys, this is wonderful. Do yourself a favor and make this cake, okay? Again, I'd like to thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Diane's Decorating and More. Hopefully you get a tips, or you'll learn how to make this lovely cake. Thank you so much, guys. I truly appreciate your support. of liking the videos and sharing the videos, and hopefully that you will continue to do so, okay, as you tune in here on my channel and see all the wonderful things that I enjoy sharing with each of you every time I get a chance to upload a video, okay? So once again, thank you so much, and blessings to everyone. Again, have a beautiful and wonderful day, evening, night, weekend, whatever you're doing. Just be blessed in the process. Bye-bye.